So what happened, Darren?
Well, as is usually the case, butterfly effect, I sealed up the exhaust so that we could use the exhaust jack if we needed to. In the process I thought I'll stick the pipe out a little bit further so that it comes through the hole and clears the mud flap. And apparently it didn't like that. It got hot and disintegrated, and now somehow it snapped the chain.
And oh my goodness, if you could see the flies.
The flies just
You can probably see them on Darren. And yeah, I'm also covered in flies. It's disgusting.
So, apologies for the intro to this video because we are in a very, very different location and significantly ahead in our holiday from the Wolfe Creek Crater we're about to watch. Unfortunately, we've somehow managed to lose the GoPro footage of Wolfe Creek Crater, which is awfully disappointing. So the only footage that we have left is the drone and whatever photos we happen to have, a little bit of a video. And one of the videos that I most significantly was disappointed in losing was a bit of a moment we had. So prior to going to Wolfe Creek Crater, we went into Halls Creek mainly to get fuel. And in the process of going into Halls Creek, it was at that particular time where I think the battery caught up with us, so we had to replace the battery in Halls Creek. It had shown signs of heading that way, and then in Woollari station I had to jump start to get out of the Bowser when we filled up with petrol. So for going into Halls Creek, we decided to look at getting a replacement battery. Found a place, really awesome bloke, and got the battery replaced in Halls Creek. So unfortunately we don't have the original video. I did a bit of a video going into Wolfe Creek, how I've tried to go to Wolfe Creek. We've tried to go to Wolfe Creek and it hasn't succeeded. So this is our third time trying to get to Wolfe Creek. And it was funny because we're heading on the road, we're doing this bit of a chat on the GoPro about how all these events have happened and we're about to finally go into Wolfe Creek, third time, you know. And all of a sudden, obviously the bolts in the exhaust flange had been working their way out, unknowns to me. And it just happened at that very moment, doing that video and saying that sentence, that it finally, the bolts fell, the exhaust separated, and all of a sudden, massive noise in the car. And so we're doing this video, and then all of a sudden we're just like, what was that? So it was actually quite a funny moment and such a disappointing moment to have lost. We don't know how it's been lost. We believe there could be a bit of an issue with the GoPro. Other people have complained the same thing, not sure. So anyway, heading into the Wolfe Creek Crater, that was a bit of an epic moment. It was just funny because of all the times that something has failed me trying to get into Wolfe Creek Crater. It just seemed like another thing, especially before I knew what it was and how, you know, it was quite a simple fix. But I had to go back into Halls Creek, get some extra bolts, rebolt the exhaust back up, blah blah blah. So anyway, we're finally going to get into Wolfe Creek, which is why it's a bit of an epic moment for me, because as I say in a video further on, 25 years was the first time, 25 years ago was the first time I tried to get into Wolfe Creek, and it's taken this long. So finally, here we go, Wolfe Creek. is in the... Oh, did we not press record?
Did you know?
I thought you'd pressed it.
No, I didn't.
So we are sitting here on the rim of the crater with the most awesome sunset building over the crater itself. And it's kind of a moment for me because, as I kind of mentioned on the way in, this is my third attempt at getting to Wolfe Creek Crater, and literally 25 years in the making is this moment. And
look at the reflections of the...
Yeah.
Can you flip the camera? The red rock is reflecting in the water.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, the reflection in the water.
So nice.
Before people arrive. So yeah, 25 years, and we met up with someone on the Travellers and the other day, and they said, "Oh, I went there, wasn't really all that impressed." And Sarah spoke to a couple of people at Caroline Gorge, and they said the same. Oh, we had a friend go there and weren't all that impressed. And I just think, all right, there's not massive rock formations, so to speak, as such or anything, but you're sitting in a place where something really major has happened, and it's just amazing to like have the opportunity to come and see it like this and walk around the rim and have a look at it and say I've been to a meteor crater. So it's been quite exciting. I'm really happy we made it finally and got to see it.
Now we want to enjoy the sunset.
Now we're going to enjoy the sunset with the rest of our gin.